Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Erin. Welcome to my first video log, vlog, diary. The reason why I started doing this channel is because I want to document my journey as an artist to encourage you guys to help you guys. If you have questions, I can try and answer them in videos. I have learned a few little tips and tricks and things that I do as an oil painter that I can go into in another video. And I'm really excited actually to show you kind of how I work out the best way for me to paint every day. Right now, I'm in our second bedroom, which isn't a bedroom. It's my husband and I's. We play guitar. So behind you is an amp and guitars. And then on this side, it's like split into half. So this side's music. And then this side is where I paint. This is my easel. And then I've got the beautiful natural light coming in, which is a really bonus. And then I keep all my paints over there. It's a pretty small room, but I'm so thankful to have this room, that we have a spare room. I'm gonna just be real with you each video. I'm gonna tell you everything. We can have a laugh together and we can enjoy. I just want you to enjoy watching me, because sometimes you just need to stop what you're doing and rest and watch someone else paint or watch someone else's journey, and hopefully that will. Is that noise? Okay, I'm not gonna edit this because I want it to be a real video. It's gonna stop. Okay. Okay, it stopped. Okay. I started my art journey in 2020. Well, actually, let's go a bit before that. I'm 35 years old. I was born in 1990. I live in Melbourne, Australia. I liked art since I was very little, but I never really got into it. I did a few little drawings and things, like the Powerpuff Girls and things like that. And then in high school, I started to enjoy it a lot more. What did I? Oh yeah, I liked doing watercolor, using watercolor pencils and doing watercolor drawings with Derwent pencils. But then I shied away from art because of my art teacher. She didn't really seem to like my art, which is fine. And now looking back, I should have not cared what she thought, but it did affect me in the way that I thought, maybe art's not for me. So if there's any people out there that are in high school, don't worry what your teachers say, because if you like it, that's all that matters, and you practice every day and you'll get better. So it's really art is personal, and I believe with art, it should be, the painting's done when you think it's done, and that's the special part about art, is no one will tell you like, oh no, you haven't finished it yet, or that doesn't look like a tree. Well, it should look like a tree, but that's the whole beauty of art, is there's so many different styles of art: abstract, impressionism, expressionism. So yeah, and don't worry if you don't have a style yet, or you're not sure kind of what avenue you want to take as an artist, because that is part of the journey. And going back to what I said before, I started in 2020. That's when I started painting. I've never picked up a paintbrush. I never knew anything about painting until I saw a Bob Ross video. And that inspired me because he was so lovely, and the way he teaches, and I'm like, I'm going to give this a go. It was a really big experience. Maybe I'll leave that for another video, so it'll be a funny little video you can watch about me doing a Bob Ross painting. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, just give yourself time, and also okay, so I've only been painting for 5 years now. So I started in 2020, and I did an oil painting by Bob Ross, maybe like 1 or 2, I can't remember. But the process was very stressful. It was very messy, and the way he slaps the brush to clean the brush, and back then I just didn't think that there was another way of cleaning the brushes and I thought, oh, this is the only way, and oh my gosh, it's too messy in this lounge room like to be painting. But that is another video that I'm going to make about how I cope with cleaning brushes, how I do everything in an apartment that we don't own, that we're renting. So that's for another video. But yeah, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Um, so I did 1 or 2 oil paintings, and then I switched to acrylics because it was stressing me out with all the mess and cleanup and also fumes and things. I was just really worried about my health and just the mess, to be honest. So I thought, all right, let's just clean slate, let's do acrylic painting. So then for the next, so 2020, and then I painted in acrylics for about 4 years. Um, uh, to be honest, I think it was a waste of time because I struggled. The paint dries very quick, and you need a lot of water, and it's just not forgiving, especially when you're new and you're a beginner. So I recommend, if you're a beginner, start with oils, because oils are forgiving. They take longer to dry. You can wipe paint off with a shop towel, as people call it, or like, yeah, it's like this blue paper towel. I'll get into that in another video, but yeah, you can wipe things off. You can move paint around. I just love how you can go over paint and then it kind of, the paint blends in with the paint, and it's forgiving and it's very beautiful, and I love it. And I recommend, if you're starting out as an artist, I really highly recommend you start off with oils and then delve into all the other things you can do. So after I decided to go back to oils, it was like a breath of fresh air. It was amazing. And I also recommend for new artists to find someone that you really like their style of painting, if they're a teacher online or on YouTube, to go and learn from them, because it's really great to have a teacher. Because when I was painting for most of those years, I didn't have anyone teaching me and I couldn't afford it. I wasn't really working. I was working on and off in retail. So, but when you can afford it, or even just free YouTube videos, learn, watch people, and it really helps your learning experience and growing as an artist. I did eventually get lessons from a few different people, but yeah, so that's what I recommend. And just have fun. Honestly, art can be frustrating. It can be very frustrating. Just try every day. And also, when you have those days where you don't want to paint, push that energy into something else, like Googling different artists that you want to be like, people that you aspire to be like. One person that really has inspired me over the years is Ted Naismith. You can look him up. He does like the Lord of the Rings and all those kinds of paintings. And I just love how it's got like storytelling in the midst of his painting with people in the scene, which I'm not sure if I'm going to try and paint people, but like I just love his style. And you know, if you can find those people, and then I recommend printing out photos at Officeworks or something of their artworks and stick them on the wall, so that when you get up in the morning and you go to paint, you're looking at other people's artworks, and without you realizing, you're taking in a whole lot of information about the way that they express themselves when they paint. And I need to do that actually. I've even got one little, I can show you actually. I just moved the camera. I put this up the other day. This is one thing I've been meaning to do. So this is a Ted Naismith. Yeah, so that's one of his artworks, and it just inspires me. I just love it. I love how it's nighttime and they've got all the little lights in the trees, and that's something I'm kind of like wanting to do in the future. Let me put the camera back. So yeah, that is my first diary entry. Today is the 2nd of January 2026. So Happy New Year. And I hope that you find my channel, and please like and subscribe. I don't like saying that, but apparently it helps with the algorithms. I don't know, but if you did like it, please like it, and also comment if this video encouraged you, because I would love some feedback for myself and future videos. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't talk too long, and I will see you in the next video.